Hello, everybody. This is Carla, and a couple of days ago, I finished reading the second book in the Maze Runner series, which is the Scorch Trials. So, this book, first of all, I was a bit reluctant to even really read it because the way the first book ended, it kind of veered too much into zombie movie for my taste. I'm really not a fan of zombies. So I wasn't even sure that I wanted to read it, but since the movie's coming out next week, I thought, well, I'll give it a try, watch the movie, and see what I think. The book was better about the zombie thing than I thought it would be. I was quite sure that it would turn into a complete zombie story after that, and okay, it had its moments with the infected people, but still, it wasn't that bad. What I do have to say about this book is that if I had to sum it up in one word, it would be inconsistent, or maybe very up and down. Like, the beginning of it, I really loved. The action of them trying to escape from the facility. That was very interesting to me. And it was good sci-fi too. It had good sci-fi elements as well. So I really liked that. By the time they get to the city and they actually start fighting the infected people, I was just like, meh. I didn't really care for it. Was very bored. Didn't care for the new characters either. At least not the ones that they find in the city. By the time they leave the city and they meet Group B, that's when I started getting into it again. So that part was good. And when it went down into the ending and it turned into a whole trust thing, like who do you trust, who do you not trust, I like that. That's nice. They had warned us at the beginning that they would be messing with people's heads, and as a usual reader, I knew to take that seriously. So every time a new character came in, I was like, are they who they say they are? Like, are they going to just turn out to be something completely different and screw these group all over again, right? So I like that. At the same time, the big twist, closer to the end in the last act, the big twist, the one that's supposed to really get to us, it did get to me. Frankly, I was pretty much screaming at my book, which is ridiculous because it's a book and it's not like it can answer me. But I was like screaming. I was so shocked. What I didn't like was that it happened, and then pretty much in the next chapter, or next two chapters, like there's a bit of a I don't know, he falls unconscious for a bit, and then when he comes back to, the twist is no longer a twist, and it wasn't really necessary except for the whole thing about him having to doubt the people around him. You know what I mean? Like, they intended to create doubts in him about the people he cared about, and while I thought that was good, I didn't like that seemed to be the only purpose of the twist. And then after that, it was like, oops, no, they're totally forcing me to do this, and you really should trust me. I know you don't, but yeah, I'm not really that. So yeah, I didn't really like how they handled the twist. I like the twist in itself, but I didn't like the aftermath of it. I seriously thought something bigger than getting locked in a room was going to happen. So, yeah, but it was okay. It didn't necessarily leave me holding my breath for the next one, but I will read it. I'm more certain that I will read the third one than I was about the second one, so that's a good thing. And I will read it probably closer to when the third movie comes out, because that's just the way that's happening. So yeah, it was a good book. It didn't kind of bowl me over or anything. I still like the first one much better, but it was okay. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, and it didn't disappoint me, which other young adult series sequels has done in the past. So, you know, it was good. It wasn't that much of a drop in quality, although I didn't like it as much as the first, but it was still entertaining. And I'm looking forward to the third one. So yeah, that's pretty much what I thought of the Scorch Trials, and I'll see you then in my next review.